have been asked to talk to you about my experiences with Aurora, which is easy for me to do because I'm so thrilled and so excited with what experience we had here. I have a child that was a late talker. He had some speech issues, which we noticed right away. I'm a teacher, and I have been for many, many years, who is currently staying home with her children. And when we realized that this child was experiencing some delay in speech, I jumped on it. At age 2.5, he was being served through the Babies Can't Wait program. On his 3rd birthday, he was walking down the halls of the county school, since that's when you're eligible to be served for speech services, and so he was beginning immediate services. 2 years later, and 6 different therapists later, we were still not seeing the results that we had hoped for with our child, and that's what brought me to Aurora. We were looking for something that would actually penetrate his difficulties, and we were looking for a new plan, something different, and that's exactly what we found here. The plan that they developed for my child included some oral motor exercises. It included the listening program, both of which produced such immediate results that we were just astounded. Through the testing, we were able to prove the results when we saw his test results 3 months later, 6 months later, and the proof was fantastic. My husband and I were just absolutely thrilled with the progress that we saw, and that also was fantastic. But the most wonderful thing I can say about Aurora is how it empowered my child and how it changed him and the gift that it gave to him, because of course he's now 5, and a 5-year-old doesn't care about test scores, and what he cares about is how he feels with his peers and interacts with others. Last year, when my son was in preschool, I was informed by the preschool teachers that from the beginning of the school year to December, he really hadn't said more than 3 sentences. He wasn't interacting. Though he loved being there and loved being with his friends, he wasn't verbally participating. After being served with Aurora, I was getting weekly reports from the preschool teachers, and their amazement with the development that we're seeing was just thrilling to me as a parent to be receiving that feedback. But I think the thing that they told me that touched me the most was when the preschool teacher was dashing out to the car, bursting with excitement to share with me a story of something that had happened at school that day, where my son, while they were sitting in the circle time and they were waiting for a mystery guest to come in, while he was sitting there, the teacher just offhandedly asked, would anyone like to come up and sing a solo? And amazingly, my son clambered to the front of the classroom, stood in front of his class, and proudly sang the ABCs for his classroom. This is something I could never imagined for my child, and this is exactly what we were hoping for. Aurora unlocked my child. They found his difficulties. They set him on a path of confidence and happiness, and now I have a charming, wonderful child who interacts in all ways in the preschool setting, and this is what the gift is that they gave to my family.